Hey everyone, CCZ Genesis here with another deck profile on Valentina 3.0, Invading Demon of the Waters. So, we don't mainly use her for the J-Ruler side, we mainly use her for the Ruler side. So the Ruler side is the Energizer Blue and Black. You could her ability is a mandatory ability. It's also automatic, so it just happens. It's an automatic ability that just happens. So if you play blue chant, you get minus X attack. You play a black chant, you get minus X defense. So if you play the space time anomaly, it's -2, -2. It automatically procs before even if the spell doesn't resolve. So you can easily kill small creatures or kill bigger creatures with it. It's a huge benefit to playing her because of the whole -7, -7 thing. If you're playing Dark Purge, it's -8 defense, which is also very nice. So it kills a lot of things. So her ruler side is able to play black blue spells for 1 colorless less. Let me remind you guys that only affects the colorless, not the spell itself. So you can't pay space time for 1 mana. It's the colorless cost. So let's say if I was playing Valentina's Reach, instead of having to pay 7, I could pay 6 to draw a 6 amount of cards still. That's just for example. So you're able to sacrifice 2 Resonators to either draw or destroy Resonator, which is a very powerful removal effect. It allows you to get through certain things, like Arthur, since it is a void, it's not counted as a blue or black, it's just a void ability. It gets around pretty much it gets around a lot of things. Especially if you're able to take control of certain Resonators, you can get rid of problematic cards. Other than that, that's basically it. Alright, so on the stones, we play 4 Dark Depths and 4 Remains of Adarantica. This is basically a huge, consistent dark blue lineup, since most of our deck is black and blue. Then I have 2 Heaven's Rift. We only have a few light and black spells in the deck, and we'll get over them immediately. So you don't really care to see these as much, but these are basically used for our win condition in the deck. That's pretty much it. So we'll go over Resonators. So 3 Slayer of the Overlord Pricia. You can't use her this side, so basically you're only using her for the backside. Possessor Princess of Love, Valentina. So basically she's an excellent blocking fodder. You're able to attack with her, you're able to kill her off with her own space time anomalies, take control of your Resonator. She eats a lot of removal by herself, so you're able to force opponents' removal on her instead of like more important Resonators. So it's really good. She's a very versatile card. She has a lot of power to her, while just being a huge presence on the board because no one really wants her ability to resolve. Next we play 3 Charlottes. Charlotte's basically another win con deck, or our second J-Ruler basically, because she's very hard to kill. You will usually have the hand sides to the point where she's unkillable unless your opponent's playing like Dia al-Hamat and just steam explosions her to death because they have enough magic counter to do so. And that's pretty much it. X spells gets around the barrier. Other than that, she's very hard to remove from the board. She's a very strong body, and she cycles herself because when she enters the field, she draws a card, and then for every card in her hand, she gets +2/+2. Sorry, these are very old. Next I play 2 Blackheart Alice and 2 Cat and Flux. If you guys saw the video, Cat and Flux was legitimately the MVP of that video. I highly recommend you check it out. It's a video I uploaded on Sunday. So when Blackheart Alex enters the field, she grabs a Cat and Flux. She has precision and flying with an A10 body, which is extremely strong actually for a 4-drop. I actually really like this card and how strong it actually is and generates board presence on its own. So you're able to pay a white, black, and a colorless, banish a non-token Resonator to destroy a non-J-Roller / non-special stone. So you can kill herself, you can kill your own Cat and Flux, you can kill off the Valentina, so you can kill off the Charlottes if you really needed to. And then Cat and Flux is a huge token generator himself for this deck and creates a lot of board presence. Well, not a lot, but hopefully you get at least 1 or 2 tokens out. And then when he sees a Resonator killed, he removes it from play. So you have a lot of removal in this deck. You have plenty of removal in this deck, so you're able to generate a lot of tokens. If you can protect Schrodinger, you're able to get swarm. You're going to be able to swarm the field. And he's basically another win condition in the deck. So next we're going to go on the spells. So 4 bows. Bows are just really strong. You combo it with Bear, you're able to remove 2 counters to remove target stealth cards, so that's also really relevant still because the stealth mechanic is still very strong. Lunar Lake is a very strong card still. Flame Trap is really irrelevant, but sometimes you just actually get a board and you need to play around with Flame Trap, so it happens. Killing Rizas and Welders as I set them is really nice as well. But mainly you're just there to use it as bare bow protection. So the other 2 regalias I play are 1 Deathsycthe and 1 Laevateinn. Obviously to keep Pricia down. It's just a very cheap cost that you're able to also use to discard off with against other control matches like Gil Mat when they play Viola's Machination, you just discard it. This is just here to mainly just allow you to hit your opponent's face if you actually need to deactivate Valentina or not. 3 Scorns. Allowing to see your opponent's hand, especially against Pricia, since you need to slow her down the most. Allowing to hit Guibers out, so this basically allows you to stall as you get more card advantage against your card advantage towards your opponent. Being able to hit important key cards, like you're able to get rid of Guinevere's. Guinevere's a very huge problem for a deck as well because of the fact that you're able to keep drawing out and just keep reoccurring resources. So you want to get rid of that as soon as possible. Plus to the fact that the only problem I hate with Scorn right now is that Blazer is a huge card at the moment in the meta. But other than that, it's still a fantastic card right now. Very strong. Next I play 2 Nameless Mist. Mainly I only play 2 because of the fact that I play a lot of discard effects, so I don't want to really just have a bunch of discard. And this is only really useful in the control matches like Gil Mat. But even then you're able to still grind out Gil Mat, especially once you get the cards like Valentina's Reach or Lapis' Darkstorm, so this is not as important. But still a very strong card. You can interchange the ratios depending on the meta of your locals or the meta in general. The meta of my locals is basically a huge amount of Resonators, so that's why I had the Scorns at 3 instead of the Nameless Mist at 2. 3 Bears, self-explanatory. They combo off with the bow very well. You're able to get rid of flying, so you're able to block with the Valentina, obviously, and all that. It's a 1 blue instant quick cast with Remnant, so it's a very strong. You're able to use this card specifically 6 to 8 times. If you play 4, I play 3, so 6 times for me. You're able to remove big threats like Blazer, Guiber, Jack and the Beanstalk. You guys are still playing a giant build. You're able to get rid of the Mist as well, like Izanagi, so you turn his Nug into a bear. Kill it off. Next, we play 2 Shackles of Ice. Shackles of Ice is a very strong card against Gil Halamat and Soul. Well, mainly any ancient magic ruler. You basically use it to slow them down and force them to J-activate in order to use their magic counters. So once they J-activate and use their magic counters, you're able to Black MoonBeam them. Once they J-activate, you basically Black MoonBeam them. Yeah, of course they can produce all the mana afterwards, but after that, it's done. They can no longer use ancient magic, so they need to do everything on that turn, so they can no longer just keep out-resourcing you. Next, obviously the best card in this deck for Space-Time Anomaly. Space-Time Anomaly is a -7/-7 8 times, or -5/-5 on J rulers, and then -2 somewhere else. It draws a card, you're able to use it 8 times. It's legitimately the best card in the deck. Still can't believe this card's a common. 3 left is Darkstorm. The Liquid Duo is an extremely strong card in Yu-Gi-Oh!, so it's an extremely strong card in this game. There's not really much to say about this card, it's just a really strong card. That's all you need to know. Making your opponent discard cards are very nice. And then 1 Black MoonBeam. You really only need the one. It's just mainly to kill Pricia, and that's pretty much the only ruler that ever really flips. So you keep, if you know you're playing against Pricia, you keep it in your opening hand. If you're not, you mull it in away anyway because you have space time to not only answer everything else. 2 plots. Easy removal. Also, the fact that you're able to do -3, -3 to something else as well, so you're able to kill a smaller creature as well as killing a bigger creature. It also has the benefit of the fact that if you have both, you could do kill a creature and make this 4/4 token. You're able to make a 4/4 token if you're really desperate and need a Resonator. It's like if you're playing against like a troll matchup and you know they don't have a Resonator at all, you just play this for 3 mana and make a 4/4 token for the next turn and start wailing on them because you need to do a little bit of chip damage in order for a win con to actually win for you. Next we play Endless Nights. Endless Nights is a very strong card in this format right now. So you do kill something, -5 to -3 to a creature. Now that creature has -5 because now everything on the field has -2/-2. So you basically kill the entire board of Turbo Guiber. So you kill the Guiber, you basically target the Guinevere, and then everything else dies. You no longer can play anything, and you can no longer make a Guiber the same turn. So you like on recovery step, Endless Night, target the Guiber there, kill the Guinevere, kill everything else. The token can no longer stay on the board, so the Guiber cannot be played for 1 mana. Unless they obviously have bigger things to play that can survive the -2 drop. 2 Lunar Lakes. Lunar Lakes is very strong, like I said before. This is basically just kill hooks, kill any automatic abilities. It kills the Griffins. I'm going to use so side when this card rotates out in 6 months, but c'est la vie. You're able to play as an instant. Again, if you guys saw the video, it's Schrodinger MVP. This hits a lot in the format right now because a lot of the stronger Resonators are automatic abilities, and most of them are mandatory, so you can automatically just kill them when they enter. So it's basically a negate spell for us in blue. Remember that you do actually have to have a blue stone to activate it. Next, I play 2 Valentina's Reach. These are basically a huge draw mechanic or discard mechanic, depending on what you need to do most. You mostly want to draw with this because you just want to kill off your opponent's resources and then draw into your win con later in the game. So the max you really want to use this is on for like 4 to 5 cards, so you can at least keep the removal available to you. or you want to make your opponent like discard 2 to 3 cards. Also, you're able to do X amount of damage to them because the X is still part of the ruler's cost. So if I pay this for, like, let's say for example 8, I'm doing -8 to something. Simple as that. Then our win con, Schrodinger's Obsvervation. So this is mainly our win con deck. You choose one effect. You either deal 400 damage to a Resonator, multiply by 400, multiply by X, sorry. So you pay X to a Resonator, deal 4 times X, gain that much life. But you mainly want to hit your opponent's face for X, so deal 300 times X. So the max that you could do, well, the most you're probably going to do is always 21 damage to them at most. I eventually am thinking about putting more stones into the list just to have these as an actual official win con, just to be able to kill my opponent with one of them mainly. But other than that, this is our actual win con deck. It's a huge stall card as well in case you actually need to gain enough life to stall you out another turn. Other than that, I honestly really love this card. I'm thankful it's not a quick cast, so I can be like, alright, cast this on your turn, tap myself out, alright, recovery step, do it again, forget. If this was an instant, this card would be so broken, but I'm glad it's not an instant. Well, that's it for the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will probably be making another one very soon once I make the renditions of the deck again, because I want to eventually move it out of Alice Cluster into a pure Lapis Cluster deck only. Let's see how that works out, because eventually I will have to do that, so I might as well start getting used to it now. And I'm really excited about Echoes of a New World coming out soon. Hopefully we get some good black-blue support in it to help Valentina out. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to leave a comment down below to see what you guys would like to see. And plus it also helps the community. Hope to see you guys next time.